welcome back to our series of videos for volume. Now, the last time we talked about the difference between a milliliter of liquid and a liter of liquid. And we talked about last time how 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. So now I'm going to hold up a container and you're going to tell me if we should measure in milliliters to get the capacity of the container, or if we should measure in liters to get the capacity of the container. So be ready, and I would like you to make sure that if you're at home with little siblings, have them join along too. Let's make a game out of this. Okay, so once again, the word capacity is a big one, and it's important. So go ahead and try it on your lips. Capacity. The capacity of a container is the amount of liquid you can put into it until it reaches the brim. So we're going to figure out if we should use milliliters to find the capacity or if we should use liters to find the capacity. You ready for the first container? Okay, the first container is going to be this glass, okay? Should we use milliliters to find the capacity or should we use liters? Okay, now I started with a tricky one. If you use milliliters, it'll take a while, right? Because it's just this little bitty drip, and I would have to use eyedropper after eyedropper after eyedropper to fill it. Or you could use 1 liter and figure out if you have 1 liter in here, kind of predict if it's halfway or if it's 3/4 of the way. Let's see, okay? So if I have 1 liter right here, and I have my glass in here, I'm going to see what it takes until we are at capacity. Now, the cool thing about this tool that I'm using, this is a measuring cup. You might have some at home. Not only does it show me 1 liter on this label over here, but it also breaks down the milliliters in hundreds, okay? So as I pour, the amount of blue liquid in this measuring cup will decrease, right? Because it's pouring into the other glass. And we're going to see how many milliliters are left. So this is an easy tool to use it. So I'm going to keep pouring into my glass until I get really close to the brim. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And there. So this is capacity. I filled this container to the brim with liquid. And now I can see the difference in what I had to begin with and what I have now. This is a subtraction problem, so let's figure this out. I told you that before. There are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Do you see these numbers over here? It says 950, 900, 850, 800. It breaks down the milliliters that are adding up to 1 liter up here. Now, if I started with 1,000 milliliters, let's see what's left. I have to make sure that it's pretty even for you guys to see at home. Aha, do you see where it's lining up? 750. So 1,000 minus 750. We might need a pencil and paper for this, huh? 1,000 minus 750. Do it in your head or write it down on a piece of paper. 1,000 minus 750. 1,000 minus 750 is 250. So the volume of this container is 250 milliliters, okay? Milliliters is a lowercase m with an uppercase L. Milliliters. It takes 250 milliliters to fill this container to the brim. The volume of this container is 250 milliliters. Which would be wiser to use to find the volume of this teeny weeny container? Should we use milliliters or should we use liters? Our amount that fills this container to capacity will definitely be in milliliters instead of liters. Remember last time when we were seeing how many drops it takes for 1 milliliter, it was about 20, and it was about the whole eyedropper. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can fast forward. It's going to take a while. 61, 62, 63, 88, 89, 90. 91. Should I try a 92? I'm really nervous it's gonna go over. Okay, let's try it. 90. Okay, we have 91 milliliters right now. Let's try one more. Oh my gosh. 92. It's still good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I wish I could show you. Oh, that's filled with water. We're at 92. Should I try 93? Okay, 93 milliliters. Ready? You're alive. 93 milliliters. The volume of this container is 93 milliliters. Because I filled it to the brim and it took 93 milliliters to get there. So, 93 milliliters is less than 250 milliliters. I bet you can start predicting if the volume of the next container is going to be less or greater than the one before. Is the volume of this container going to be less than the volume of the container we just measured, or is it going to be greater than the volume of the container we just measured?